which I'm going to discuss basically is, this is also a question of formatted output only. In this particular question, we do not have to take any input. We just have to print the value. So I'm just going to solve it also for you. It is very simple. And India. So here we just have to do thing that we have to, suppose I have taken the class India. I am taking static void main, and I'm going inside the main. And this time what we have to do, we just have to print. So I'm taking system.out.println, and I'm taking India. Okay, once I'm taking this, and now here is a slash t concept. Slash t basically is used for tab. If we want to print in, like, if we want some spaces, just like tab, as in the keyboard there is a tab key, and which basically takes 5 spaces by default. So we can just use this tab. Slash t is here for the tab, and it will give the same spaces. This time I'm taking 2 slash t, and this time I'm taking 3 times I'm taking slash t. So it will just give the output in the same manner as we want. So I'm just going to run it. So I will run, and you will get the same output as the question is asked. So you can see it was just a program for printing the values, and we have to just use slash t. This was a program for formatted output. So in this way we can solve it. Now here is a question. There is a concept of swapping. So in a question I have given that you have to swap the values of the variables. Yes, here is the question that swap the values of the variable without using third variable. Similarly, you can see the question number 9 is also for just printing. So like the first program only, you just have to print the values. You do not have to take any input. Write a program to print. When it asks, always try to understand the question. This is a better approach. First, focus on the question. So it is saying write a program to print. It is not asking to enter anything. So in this 9th question also, you just have to write. You just have to write a program to print your name, class, and city. So you just have to print. In the 10th program, it is also the program similarly as I have told the 7th one. So you can, I hope you can do it now. You have just to try it. You can take float data type for numbers if you want, because we are calculating the average, and it is also a formatted output question. So you have to print the marks of each of all 5 subjects before after these messages, just like as in the salary program we were doing. So it is the similar one. Again, the next program which is here, it is to input 2 numbers and print their remainder. Okay, when we divide, we basically get 2 things. First of all, we get the quotient, and another we get the remainder. So how to print or calculate the remainder? There is an operator known as modulus operator. Okay, so modulus operator is basically used for calculating remainder. I'm just going to solve this program. Okay, I am going to solve the 13th question. The 13th question, and see, question number 11, 13, and 14. These are dependent on the same concept. So they will be using the modulus operator. So I am just going to solve the question number 13, that you have to input seconds and convert it into the minute and second. So you just have to input the seconds, and then you have to print both minute and second. So I am just going to solve. First of all, I'm going to solve the 13th question, the time conversion question. So I'm writing time here. The program I'm creating, class I'm creating, time. So here I'm taking import java.util.scanner, and I'm taking class time. And here here I'm just going to take public static void main, public static void args, and here I am going to create the scanner class object. Scanner ob equals to new scanner. Okay, system.in, and after that I'm taking time. So for time I'm taking s for seconds, because we have to input the seconds and we have to print minutes also. So I'm taking another variable m. The best approach of programming is that always try to take minimum variables which are possible, with the minimum number of variables possible. So I'm just taking 2 variables this time, because we do not require any third variable. We can manage it with the help of 2 variables only. So I'm writing enter time in seconds. The user will input the seconds, and s equals to ob dot next int. So s equals to ob dot next int. Now I'm going to calculate. So for we have to calculate minutes. So we know that 60 minutes. So 60 seconds are there. So we will just divide the minutes by 60 to get the minutes, and to get the remaining seconds. Now this is the remainder portion, that how many seconds would be remaining. So this seconds modulus 60, this modulus division, modulo division, it is called modulo division. The modulo division or the modulus operator is basically used to print the remainder. So now I'm just going to write in system.out.println, and here I will just write minutes plus m. Okay, and then I will just print the seconds. So I'm just going to print the seconds. So basically the s variable now is containing the latest value of the second. So it will print that only. So I'm just going to compile it. So whenever we want to work with the remainder, we basically have to use this particular percent sign. It is known as modulus operator. Now I'm just going to run this program. If we will enter 500 seconds, so it will give me 8 minutes and 20 seconds. So in this way we have to calculate. We can use this program for remainder, the 11th question was there, like the 11th question to calculate the remainder, and the 14th will also be done with the same manner. You have to take days and convert it into month and days. So try to take 30 days. Okay, as we haven't discussed any if else, you just take 30 for dividing. Then this is a percent program that you will be able to do, area you will be able to do. And yes, now I'm just going to use this explain this ternary operator. So basically ternary operator is used for the purpose of if else only. It is an operator. If else is control statement. If else comes under control statement concept. Okay, but ternary is an operator, just like equal sign, plus sign. Operators are plus, equal, relation operators like less than, greater than. So ternary is also a type of operator. We also call this conditional operator. So ternary operator, or we can call it conditional operator. So it is basically used in the similar way as we basically use the if else, but we are not using if else here. So let me explain. First of all, I will just write the program, and I will explain it. So import java.util.scanner, and class I have taken ternary op, okay? And then public static void main, sorry, static void main, okay, string args, we are taking a string args, and now we will just create the object. This is a similar way. I will just come to the ternary and explain it. Ob equals to scanner, okay, system.in. Now I will ask the user to enter two numbers. So because why? Because in this particular question it is written, write a program to check the larger between two numbers using ternary operator. Means we have to print the larger between two numbers, but we do not have to use if else. We have to use ternary operator. So I'm just coming back here. So this time we have to use this ternary operator, but we do not have to use if else. In place of if else only the ternary is used. So I am taking these two variables, and when we are using ternary, so ternary means it is somewhere associated with three, because ternary, it is associated with three. So we will take three expressions here. So first of all, I'm just going to print it, enter two numbers, and here I'm taking a equals to ob dot next int, okay, then b equals to ob dot next int, and after that, now I'm coming to the ternary one. So like c is the variable which will store the output of this particular expression, and I will explain that how this expression is working. So this is the condition, a greater than b, because we have to check the larger between the two numbers, then the question mark, then a colon b. So what I'm just going to do, I'm going to print the value of c, and basically c will be containing the output of the larger. So the larger number is, now I'm going to explain it with the help of annotation. Basically coming to the whiteboard, first of all, basically what happens in the case of ternary operator, we have three expressions. Ternary operator, and here we have three expressions. We store the output of the expression in one variable. That's why we have taken this C here, or any variable you can take. Expression 1 question mark, expression 2 colon, expression 3 and semicolon. So this is the syntax of ternary. Syntax, that is format. This is the syntax of ternary. And how does it work? Basically, it works in the manner like, if the expression 1 is true, if the expression 1 is true, so the value of C will be the output, or the output of this particular expression will be the value of C, and like C will just get the value of expression 1. If it is true, then let me mark with this star. Okay, if the expression 1 is true, then output of C will be this expression 2, and if the expression 1 is false, if the expression 1 is false, then the output of this particular expression will be expression 3. Okay, so as we have taken here C equals to A greater than B, and we have then put the question mark, then A colon B. So what will happen? Like I'm having the values, I'm having, suppose, commenting A equals to 4, B equals to 5. So this time we know very well that B is greater, means like sorry, C equals to A greater than B mark A colon B, yes, A colon B. And now if we were taking A equals to 5, B equals to 6, so here we know very well that B is greater than A. So what will happen? The expression 1 that is checking for A greater than B will get false. Okay, so this it will get false. So what will happen? The value of B, that is 6, will become the larger one. And if we are having like this is 15, and then what will happen? A greater than B will be true. So as it is true, then expression 2 will be the value of the particular expression, that is C. So in this way it works. Now I'm just coming back to the program. I will just run it. So first of all, I'm just going to compile it. No syntax error. And now I'm just going to run it. Okay. First of all, I will just enter this time 56, means expression 2 is like expression 3 would be the output. It should print larger is 56, and it is printing. It is correct. Larger number is 56. Now I will again swap the conditions. Basically, I will just change the values. This time I'm taking 101 and 22. So 101 is larger. So it is printing correct. Larger number is 101. So this way we can use a ternary operator to calculate the larger between two numbers. It is basically a replacement or an alternative approach of if else. So this is an operator, and if else is basically control statement.